Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour at the end of July. Well, if I'd done this video a couple of weeks ago, it would all have been doom and gloom, I'm giving up, all that kind of stuff, probably with a clickbait title to get another 10 views. But things have improved, and certainly in the weather, and the flowers are liking it. That's certainly one thing. Rhubarb's fighting a good fight there against the borage, which is absolutely covered in bees. And we've got the gladioli coming up there. Lilies are out now. Got some marigolds coming at the bottom. They've been somewhat overshadowed by the nigella up until recently. I have revealed the strawberry plants, the net's off, and the blueberries are finished. And I'm in agreement with Charles Dowding. He said about using straw around strawberries just attracts the slugs. It's fine in a dry year, but this has been quite a wet, slug infested year, and they've been hiding in there, and I think next year I may not bother with the straw around the strawberries. Courgettes struggling. This is the only one that might survive. I think this one on the end has got that virus from last year, and it's transferred to that one there. We've got some beans, French beans around there with some cosmos, and actually the French beans are struggling a bit in here as well. It looks terribly dry, doesn't it? Need to get another mulch on there. And got a dead bit of black currant here. Black currant and gooseberries are done. Not a great crop, particularly from the gooseberries, because of the pigeons getting in there first before I netted them. And the Scarlet Pimpernel weed of the year is in there with the carrots. There are carrots in there somewhere. Need to get in there and excavate. So I've taken the net off the strawberries, even though there are still some there, but the birds don't seem to be coming and having them because they may have learnt their lesson. So the meadow, look at this mallow, at least I think it is. It was in the meadow mix. That's doing quite nicely. Looking good there. That's not looking good. Poor rose there with all that black spot on it. And the runner beans. I see, in a rubbish, cold, wet, dark year, you can always rely on the beans to do quite well. And we've got a spare thornless blackberry there, and the chicory is still flowering. It's not looking as attractive as it did, but it's still going. Now normally I usually go down here, but I think I've got a bit of a trip hazard with all this collapsing chicory. So this bed was where the onions and shallots were. We just harvested this, so it's all ready for whatever we might put in next. Shallots, we had probably the best year ever, and onions were not great. And speaking of not great, all this cold and wet for about 2 months that the peppers were in means that now we're getting some better weather. Kind of too late for them. I don't think they're going to recover, certainly not the ones in the ground there. Tomatoes, again, not romping away. The leaves are quite matte, but we might get something off of them. French beans, there's a velour here, this purple one. We've been harvesting that first. And the onions, garlic is out here, and we've got these pathetic looking Brussels sprouts just come in. They've been slugged, they've been attacked by caterpillars, and now they've got transfer shock, so they're having a great time of it. Peach tree, I can't wait to get that out, don't tell it. It's looking great, but doesn't produce any peaches. And the foxgloves have died down. I'm not seeing much coming on for next year. May have to put different things in there for once, maybe pansies or something. And the orange lily has finished. There's some nettles in there, I need to sort that out. Tomatoes in front of the shed. We left some side shoots on for quite a long time because there was so little light. We thought the more of its solar panels that it has, the better for it. But once we've thinned it out, it's looking a bit pathetic, but it's got, you know, gosh, actually that, I'm looking at some, yes, those are ripe. Some ripe sun gold, I'll have those. So we've just got our usual mixed bag of Phacelia and Cosmos there. Red Love tomatoes, apples are looking, yes, there's lots of them, but they've got this sort of scab, which is due just to the weather, too much rain at the wrong time, that sort of thing. So the bank is looking lush. I need to get in there and trim that back hedge. Little pen stem has come back for a second flush, having been hacked back. These are the peppers in the quad grow, doing a little better, but we had one pepper that looked like it was going to be ripening and it got eaten by something or other. I've forgotten the name of this flowering pond plant, but I think that's the first time it's flowered in 7 years, and it never flowered at home, so it's probably over 20 years old, that plant, and its first flower. Got White Perfection dahlias out there on the bank. There's plenty more to come. We've got the lilies are out now, because Amistad is doing well. That's covered in bees, as is the Eryngium. A sort of revealed Nicotiana down here, as that's supposed to get about 6-7 feet high. This poor Pluot, I can't see any growth that suggests it's going to stay alive, so I might be inheriting a nice, I could use that trunk for some log edging, that might be handy. Got to think of the positives. Raspberries, I think, are doing quite well. They are getting ready. This is Polka, it's an autumn raspberry. We have had a few off already. In fact, that one looks like it's been enjoyed by a bird. Plum trees, well, are starting to get a little bit of sort of black spotting on them. We've still got some fruit to come, but whether that will actually be any nice, I don't know. Sweet corn, it's putting on about 2-3 inches every day. It's making up for lost time, and it really needs to. Parsnips, got a spare sweet corn there because you see we got a runt on the corner there that might have to be replaced. There's always one. So I covered over these lettuce, but I think that it was too late. The pigeons had absolutely massacred them. And the tomatoes, again, looking quite spindly now. The side shoots are gone. Leeks are actually doing really well. So there are some good things. As are, I think, the cabbages are actually hearting up. We were a little bit concerned they were going to just go straight into bolting. Taken out the lettuce and managed to save as many of the beetroot as I could. And the spare garlic has come out of here, and this is a bed in waiting. I see Otto's Thrill has come out. Planted a honeysuckle in this corner just to go out in either direction. I have cut back the 4 fruit trees in the orchard here, so got them back to about 8 feet high. So this apple is going to be coming out. It's not only got terrible canker, but it really struggles It's on the north end of the orchard. So I've got some Lavatera popping up here. So I hacked down the Nigella and I've put it down as a mulch. Great for the fruit trees, not so aesthetically pleasing, so I'm not 100% certain I'm down with it, but it's all good for soil biology. Got lots of fruit on Waldo there. So we have sort of given up on the potatoes secondarily, they've been useless, and we haven't started with the Java and Sarpomira yet, but I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful for them. This apple is it's loving its south facing position. That's where apples should be. So there's a bit of a bramble here, I must get that out. It's gone a bit rampant at the back there. Lots of new growth from the Taberry. I probably took the net off a bit earlier than I should have done for the ripening fruit, but the net was just smothering the new growth and we weren't getting that much fruit from it at that point, so I just didn't think it was worth it. So there we are. Hope everybody's keeping well, and I will catch you in next month's plot tour. Bye for now.